thank you. No applause needed, no applause needed. This is a 7 Period podcast, and I'm your host with the most. I go by the name of Ghost. And as always, I have my host with me, Mr. Standish.
Yo, what's happening?
New nickname alert out here.
What's up? What is
I forgot it.
it?
I kind of forgot it. Not gonna lie. I had one, but I already forgot it. So, fuck it. So, today's topic that we're going to be discussing today is the impact of Napster, the undisputed champ of bootlegging and music.
OG.
Yeah, basically. Just give a little background on it. So, this was a software that was developed in, well, I guess you can consider it a software, kind of, during that time. It first started off in June 1st of 1999. I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah.
Developers, they were Sean Fanning and Sean Parker. That was kind of threw me off for a second because I was seeing two Seans, but they were spelled differently.
Yeah.
It was like, what's ironic? What's the convenience of that? You got two people with the same name but different spellings.
Yeah.
But I mean, it happens. But yeah, this was definitely a game changer when it first came out. Like, I just remember back in I guess it was middle school, because this is basically when it first came out of middle school for me, and I remember all the people at school would just put it on every school computer and just get so much music. It was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I remember when Napster first came out, and that was when I really started watching VH1, BET, and the music channels and stuff like that. Cause '99 I was 9, so I was still a little young, but I still kept up with the stuff that was going on, and I just remember the music industry was just going crazy behind this. Like they were trying to figure out a way to get rid of it. And also I remember too, at that time, it was a lot of teenagers that would download music and putting the music out there, and they were getting sued for millions.
Well, I remember at first, I mean, it didn't seem like a big deal at first for the music industry.
Yeah.
Because I mean, people were still pretty much selling records. It really didn't start. I don't think it really started impacting stuff until a couple years after it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, because I remember during that time too, a lot of big artists came out during that time. In those first couple of years of Napster, after seeing the Nelly and Ludacris challenge, I forgot that they even came out those years.
Yeah.
And you just had a lot of people coming out at that time too. I mean, but I don't think it really started impacting I guess record sales until a couple years later.
Yeah, when the internet became more prominent, and the computer use was more prominent. Yeah, cause I want to say it really started to the music business really started to crash around maybe 04, 05.
Yeah, see, it first started off just to be a peer-to-peer file sharing, because these guys, they were just in college when they came up with it. Yeah, and they just I want to be able to share music with my friends, and of course, I mean, in the dorm, I mean, because I mean, we both been to college. I mean, music is very big in college. I mean, that's honestly, you can meet a lot of people that just have your door open playing some songs, and people just man, what's this?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard this before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least I saw that work for me sometimes. Just meeting people, you just play a video game or something, and turn your music on and leave your door open and see who walks in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, man. Music is very influential tool we have out here in the world. But the Napster thing, it was crazy because I think the first people that were really to sue was it Metallica? It was
it was Metallica.
Yeah.
They were pissed about it. It was mainly because one of their demos or something got leaked on there, because one of their demos started circulating on the network, because it was yeah, because they didn't want it to come out, you know, so they just get pissed about that, which I could understand that. I mean, you don't want some new to get leaked out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were like the first ones to really do something about it. But I mean, how dumb was that? Which kind of, I think, kind of killed their group.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hey, genius idea. Let's sue our fucking fans.
Yeah, I remember you probably seen that episode when South Park was making fun of everybody that was suing. It showed them like it showed because like on those Christmas movies, it shows them looking at the past and stuff like that. It showed Kyle or I think it was Kyle showing the guy that was leading him around. He was just like, yeah, well, you want to download all these songs. Well, this is what how it's affecting your favorite artists. Like, look in Master P's house. You see his little boy there. He's playing with a platinum basketball. He wanted a gold one. Just making fun of the fact of like you guys are still millionaires at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are suing us, and you guys are still millionaires. I mean, yeah, y'all missing out a couple sales, but y'all still making it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it really wasn't. It was really only affecting. I can understand like a rock band because I mean you got to split that so many ways. But like people that are like solo and stuff like that, like I'm sure it wasn't really hurting them too bad. Well, I mean, yeah, sure it probably went from like a $10 million check to like an $8 million check. Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess, yeah, that makes a difference. I mean, we see like a couple of dollars come off your check. You're like, whoa, yeah, where'd that go?
Yeah.
Let me get that back. But apparently, like, this thing was at its peak because it had like 80 million users at one time, like, registered to this service. But I remember, like, this thing, like, yeah, I just remember, like, when it first came out, like, yeah, it kind of wasn't a big deal. It was kind of, like, just like, oh, hey, this is an easy way to get music somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, like, most of the time, it's, like, artists, like, because I don't think people really got out of the trend yet of, like, going out and buying albums. Because, I mean, people were still selling a good amount of albums.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's just crazy just to think that two 19-year-olds basically destroyed the music business, you know what I'm saying? And like people were still buying albums at that time. People were still going diamond and selling 10 million and stuff. They just wasn't able to sell. It's like you said, like, they go from like was selling like 10 million and now you're selling 7 million, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't think like it really. I didn't really start seeing the impact of it, I guess, until
I didn't really start seeing the impact of it until like I got in high school. Like,
Yeah, that's probably about when.
Like
I would probably say maybe like close to like the tail end of middle school.
Yeah,
because I remember that's when I started hearing like artists like bitching about it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it was just.
But what's so crazy? Like back then, if you were trying to download some music, you'd be downloading that damn song all day long.
Yeah, I mean the internet was a lot slower at that time. Yeah. I mean it was still something pretty new.
Yeah,
too. Because I mean, yeah, the internet was pretty. I mean everybody's like internet in their house. Like it was pretty slow. Like I mean you can't even say like anybody had fast internet at that time.
Yeah, I mean it's just crazy just thinking about that now, where we come from as far as like internet and the music and stuff. And it's like now like you just type up anything, find anything you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because you don't have to really look for stuff like you had to back then. You had to really really look for stuff.
Yeah, and that's why I think like at first it really wasn't a big deal at first, because I mean people were still going to the stores and buying albums, and people were still going platinum.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times platinum at that time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it wasn't like super just, like it wasn't automatically an impact. It started hurting their pockets. Yeah. But I don't remember like people like artists bitching about it until like because when did that one Timbaland and Magoo album come out that copped that shit?
I could tell you.
That would have had to been like 2004 or something like that. somewhere around
Wait a
that
minute,
time.
hold on. Is that the album where it had that Where You Want Me to Come? Was that them? When You Want Me to Come, Call Me. That song was that? Yeah, that was probably like.
No, that was CeeLo that did that song.
I thought
But
that was
Timbaland produced it.
I thought that was Timbaland Magoo song.
No, that was a
CeeLo.
CeeLo song.
Okay.
That was a CeeLo song. Come on, man. You gotta be up to date on your stuff, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I think that was about like 04 or something like that. But I mean, I remember I was still out buying albums, like still like even like really I didn't stop buying albums, and well really I mean I still would buy albums like
yeah, I mean it's just things just change so much, like,
I think it really was just hurt the one hit wonder people, like people that would only have an album that really was only worth a couple of songs like on the album.
Yeah.
Because I did have a couple albums I bought like that.
Yeah, I remember one of my cousins, his wife, she was talking about how like she bought I think it was like it was Murphy Lee and Ali's album back in the day, because I had that one song, that Boujetta.
Nah, that was just Ali's album.
Yeah, she was telling me how like, yeah, I remember I bought that and like I just kept skipping through songs and stuff, like, and that's the thing, like, back then you buy an album, you didn't know it was trash until you listened to it.
Yeah,
like you bought it.
Which I mean, and also during that time,
until they had them preview things.
Well, also that time, I mean, really, I think it started impacting because like you could start burning your own CDs. Because I remember, like when you first came out, I don't think you could burn your own CDs really. Mm-mm. But then when you could start burning your own CDs, that's when it started becoming a problem. Because really, that's what kind of killed like all the now that's what I call music CDs.
Yeah,
because
man.
I mean it was just like, well, hell, I could make my own damn mixtape, because I mean that was pretty much what they were, just mixes.
It's funny that you bring that up, because I remember watching an episode of Pimp My Ride, and Exhibit was going through the dude's car, and he was going through, remember the CD booklets, he was like, man, there ain't one official CD in here. It was a whole bunch of just burned CDs of his shit too.
I mean yeah, but that's pretty much what killed like a bunch of killed those. And I mean, I wouldn't pay for the Exhibit album anyway. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, so he shouldn't be too upset about it. I mean, obviously he wasn't worried too much about rapping at that time.
Yeah,
he was worried about Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, getting that check, man.
That show was cool at first, but then it just got out of hand quick.
It just got played out really.
Well, it got out of hand. Some of the stuff they were doing to cars. Yeah. I'm like, what the heck?
Like, why would anybody need this in a car? Like, why would anybody need a jacuzzi in that car for?
I mean, that would be kind of badass. But, like, I remember they put a fireplace in somebody's car.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? But, back to topic. I mean, yeah, it got out of hand with those.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I can understand. Like, that's what really killed, like, all those. Now what I call... it maybe took like stuff like that. It definitely took out of the record label's pockets.
The playlist commercials used to come on at 2 a.m. Remember those on Cartoon Network? He killed those too.
What playlist commercials?
You remember, like, it'd be like it always start off with a "Tell me how am I supposed to live?"
Oh yeah.
Definitely killed those too.
Yeah, those little random like mixes.
Yeah. Buy this for $19.99.
Yeah, we have the soul mix here. With some of your favorite songs on it.
And I swear.
And later, Boys to Men. Yeah. And so we go. I forgot all about those.
Yeah, bro.
They have some of those commercials still on YouTube.
Yeah, I watched one time because somebody made a reference to him on Twitter, and I was just like, oh man, I forgot all about this. He used to wake me up all the time in the morning.
Yeah, well, I watch them occasionally because to give just a song like I couldn't remember. I'd be like, oh wait, it's probably on this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good idea to get like a song like that off like those. But yeah, like I mean, it pretty much killed like any of those. Mm-hmm. It definitely killed like greatest hits album.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Because I mean, no point in making a greatest hits album of just random singles.
Yeah.
Because
I can download them for free.
Yeah.
Make their own.
Yeah, burning on the CD.
Yeah, I knew a dude at school that we was like in 9th grade. He used to burn CDs and sell them. Made that little hustle, sell it for $5. I mean, yeah, this shit booming for a little bit. I mean, everybody was coming to him trying to get the stuff.
Oh yeah, back then, if you had a computer that, if you had a CD burner and the internet, you could definitely make a nice little profit. I'm sure plenty of people at school made money off me because I was always asking for this, a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Mainly just from like songs that from people I knew like I wasn't gonna buy their album. Like it's like I know I'm not gonna buy your album, but I just want to get this song because this song's killing it.
Yeah.
But it was just yeah, it just really was a game changer. You know, it really just like opened a gate up for like so many of these other ones too. After that,
Yeah, man. I mean, just think. I mean, if this didn't happen, we have streaming right now. Honestly, this is the precursor to that.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah. But I remember all the things that came, like all the little websites that came after it.
Yeah, LimeWire.
Well, the first one was BearShare.
BearShare,
yeah, that was the first one because that came out and then they got shut down pretty quick. And then LimeWire.
Yeah, that was the one, man.
Yeah, LimeWire was the shit because LimeWire you could actually get videos. Because I remember I would get like, which I'm probably incriminating myself right now.
Yeah.
I think we kind of are. But yeah, I remember we would get I would get music videos off there. Even movies.
Yeah.
Like I remember I put a couple of movies on my iPad. I was like, well, not my iPad, but my iPod at the time because we didn't have iPads.
Did you ever hear what Soulja Boy said about LimeWire?
What did he say?
He said his hustle back in the day was he would just put Crank That on there, but he would title it like whatever new song was out at the time, so people would click on that and they would hear like Soulja Boy tell him, and I think he got me a couple times on that because I remember
a couple
that.
People got me with that because that would make me so mad. Like I download a song and I'll be getting ready to listen to it, then I play it, and I'm like, this is not what I was gonna download.
That's why I'm like, cause it always gave you the option to play it like while you download. So I would always like push it before to make sure it was what it was.
Yeah, I definitely learned my lesson with that. But sometimes it'd actually be sometimes it would download so quick, like you would know. So then you download it, then you listen to it, you're like, what?
Yeah, man.
But actually, a couple of times it actually worked out in a weird way, cause like I would download it and it wouldn't be the song, but it'd be something completely different. And it'd actually be a pretty good song. I'd be like, wow. Like, it's kind of funny how, like, sometimes you can just stumble upon music like that.
Yeah, man.
You know, that's what kind of was a good thing about it. Because you could just kind of stumble on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Napster was just so crazy. Like, it was just so wild. Like, and then I remember, but yeah, when artists started suing and everything, I remember like some of the people that I would get like burnt CDs from and stuff like that. I remember like I'd be asking them like, "Where's my CD at, man? Like, you working on it?" And I remember one dude was just like, "Yeah, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, my mom kind of don't want me to download any music because she was watching the news.
Yeah,
kids were getting sued over it.
I swear, man. Like it seemed like every few months, a new teenager was getting sued for like millions for making the file for people to download. Man, it was crazy to see. You know what I'm saying? My dad was definitely warning me too. Like, don't download nothing because they put you in jail. I ain't getting you out.
But that's just stupid. Why would you? I mean, I guess you try to scare some people, but like you just kind of gonna piss people off for real. Like I'll be like, oh, so you suing motherfuckers? Like, man, fuck you. I ain't buying your album.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't seem like a very good idea, you know. But I mean, artists did start getting pretty smart off of it too, you know.
Releasing their stuff earlier.
Well, you know, first people would just like release because the Game. I will give it to this was one of the one things Game was good at. He would release a fake album.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Huh?
When was this?
I forget which. I think he did it for LAX.
Okay.
Yeah, because he released a fake album, which I guess it was just tracks that like didn't make it to the album. Because you know most artists they record like, well, some of them like record maybe 100 songs per album. I know T.I. was saying he would do that, which I don't know if that's true or not, but. I know a lot of artists record like a bunch of songs, but I remember like Game he like released a fake album one time.
Yeah.
Or he leaked it himself, so you know people automatically think they got it, and then like, like then it comes out and people are completely surprised, so they go out and buy it, I guess. Which I mean, that did make artists pretty smart. I mean, even though like the Lil Wayne when his album supposedly got leaked.
Yeah, I remember that because that was around time when he was just like fuck mixtape DJs because they were just releasing unauthorized music and stuff like Drama. Remember when he got arrested for that? Almost went to jail for that, for having all that music that he wasn't
But
supposed
it's
to
like
have.
they were giving him that music.
Yeah,
Like
but I
that's
guess
why.
they didn't get the okay from the label to actually put it out. I don't know.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like DJ Drama is the mixtape master.
Yeah.
Like when you think of mixtapes, I mean, you pretty much think of DJ Drama.
Yeah, and when he said "fuck mixtape DJs," one of the mixtape DJs caught in his feelings, like, "All right, well, I'm just gonna release your shit." And I remember people was actually saying that leak was better than the actual Carter 3 album.
I don't remember the leak. I remember like I liked one song off the leak,
Yeah.
off that, and I was just like, wow, this really wasn't. Even though I didn't really think the Carter was that good anyway.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. It was just, yeah. I mean, it made a lot of artists smart, you know, because I mean, they really couldn't stop it. Because anytime they would shut down a site, another site would pop right back up.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just like, if you can't beat them, somewhat join them.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, artists definitely did get a lot smarter.
And then also, it's just, you know, because me and my dad was talking about this the other day, because, you know, he still buys albums, still buys CDs and stuff. And, you know, it's like this has changed music forever. Like, you know, now we got the streaming thing, and it's like people get so and so many streams, and the album goes platinum. And honestly, I don't think that should count as a sale. You know, just because you get a stream, that doesn't really count, because to me it doesn't count, because people back in the day actually had to go out and buy your stuff. You know what I mean? Now people can just, you know, play your stuff. Like, I've actually seen a video of a streaming farms where it's just a bunch of iPhones in a house just all playing the same album just to, you know, get the streams and stuff. A cheating type of way to do it. But
I bet you if you were an artist, you think different.
Yeah.
If that was your only income, you think different. But I mean, that was changed because because the act that was signed like during this term, like it was like a music act. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it definitely helped musicians with that. You know, every time their song gets played on a streaming site, they get paid off of it, no matter what genre it is. So I mean, that was definitely a good thing for musicians. I know a lot of because a lot of those because it even pays songwriters too. You know, songwriters and also, you know, the people who actually perform the song. Because I mean, nobody really does it. Even now, like no, I don't think any genre really writes their own stuff anymore.
Nah.
But it was definitely a good thing. You know, if you're a musician, I don't really care. It don't affect me. I don't unless I get on Spotify.
Yeah, man.
I mean, then it's gonna be different.
Yeah, but you know, man, I just really just miss those days of just going to the CD store, man, and, you know, seeing some friends or, you know, or somebody else, and you just meeting people and be like, oh, you like this, man? Have you listened to this? You know, and then just getting home and just opening up that plastic, man, and putting that album in and just reading through the booklet, reading through the lyrics and stuff, you know, reading through the thank yous, man. I mean, I miss that, you know, of buying music.
I mean, I miss it somewhat. Like, the only thing I really kind of miss of it was like the album art.
Yeah.
Like, because it kind of killed all that. Like, that's what, like, one of the things Napster did do.
Yeah, like the Outkast CDs. You remember
yeah,
that?
Like it really, it just kind of killed like all the album art. But I mean, like, even because people got to realize, like, people are still going diamond. Because like Outkast, they went diamond during this era. Like, they're one of the only rappers that one of the only rappers to go diamond.
Nelly, Outkast, and 50 Cent, and
50 Cent went diamond.
Yeah, he went diamond twice, I think. On
sure?
Massacre and Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah.
I figured Get Rich or Die Trying went diamond. I know why the Fugees went diamond with their one album. But yeah, I mean, people are still going diamond, so you know they could be. It's really the people that suck. or they were falling off. You know, they
Yeah.
really had a lot to complain about. But I mean, people were still like selling records. Like it was, you know, yeah, it definitely did have effect, but I think it really only had effect on people that were one hit wonders.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just look at everything, people, people was making money during that time. You know, artists were still doing pretty good. I mean, I'm sure people like like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. I mean, I'm sure they probably weren't doing too well. I mean, Lil Jon probably was just because he was producing stuff.
Yeah.
But like the East Side Boys, which whatever happened to them guys?
I don't know. Lil Jon just. I haven't seen them since. Honestly, Lil Jon just one day I guess he decided I don't need these guys no more.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was pretty much
But people understate what they was. People just think they were just hype man. They were just there, but they actually wrote a lot of songs for them.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like Big Sam was a huge help with writing a lot of their songs.
Oh, what did the other dude do?
I think he helped a lot too, but yeah, like they really was a help to them, like formulating songs, because we all know Lil Jon ain't no rapper. I mean, he ain't writing no bars. You feel me? So yeah,
yeah.
they were yeah, they had it. They helped him. You know, they wasn't just there.
Okay, because I was about to say, I was like, man, he kicked into the curb real quick. He's like, well, I guess I don't need y'all no more. Because I was just like, man, I was like, oh, what the heck happened to them? But I mean, yeah, you could definitely. I mean, I can see the impact that it had on like people that just like no name people or like people that are like new artists. You know, I definitely. But the people that were established already, like, come on, man.
Yeah, it really didn't hurt people like Whitney Houston or people like
Eminem.
Yeah, it really wasn't gonna hurt them because people gonna go out and buy their stuff regardless. But
yeah, because Eminem's got what, like 2 diamond albums.
Yeah, his first 2 albums, I think they both went diamond.
Yeah, because I think
either like I know Marshall Mathers LP for sure. It's either the Slim Shady one or the other one.
I think Eminem show went diamond.
Yeah. Cause he kind of took like a little hiatus between that, didn't he?
Yeah, cause it was cause Marshall Mathers went diamond, and then Eminem show went diamond. Which was, I didn't realize that album went diamond, because like, which people forget, like Nelly outsold Eminem during that time. Like Nellyville was number 1 over Eminem show, which was crazy at that time. Because anything Eminem ever puts out, it's automatically going to number 1.
Definitely.
Even if it sucks.
Yeah, man. But this definitely changed the landscape of the music industry. Just let the music industry know you guys gotta start releasing this music out electronically, man. Or people gonna find a way to get it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely changed everything. Like, because I mean, which it was eventually gonna happen anyway. Because I mean, with the way technology keeps moving forward, it was automatically gonna keep moving that way. Yeah. It really. I mean, I'm sure like eventually, like now artists probably appreciate it now because it just makes the music you make get out a lot quicker.
Yeah,
like,
but do you think that's do you also think that's a bad thing too?
Well, it just depends on. I guess it depends on like how creative how much you want your creation to get out there. Yeah. If you're like, I think somebody that's like a for real artist that really, that's really making stuff like all the time, which I mean that's very rare nowadays. Like you pretty much have an artist like they'll do an album that you won't hear from them for like what 4 years.
Yeah, that ain't happening these days unless you're like J. Cole or Kendrick or something. Like as far as like dropping an album and then leaving for a few years, like that's not happening these days unless you like one of those type of artists, or they can just come back and people are still gonna be interested in them.
Well, I think that's honestly, to me, I think that's one of the things that really helps them sell a lot more, because because if you take a hiatus for like a little bit, like people are gonna be chomping at the bit for that much more for like some. Because I mean, you gotta remember, we grew up in the generation. People were dropping albums like every year.
Yeah.
You know, like if not every year, then at least every 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was pretty much like they drop an album, then pretty much when that album's coming out, they were already starting working on their next album.
When you really think about it, though, like I just thought about this right now. Like No Limit, they really changed the how music is released because they were putting out albums every week, but just printing out albums. You know what I mean? And like that, they kind of like started what's going on now with people just putting out stuff like all the time, like the Migos and artists like that. They were doing this like straight CDs.
Yeah, and it definitely helped that all the people on the record label too. Yeah. Shoot, all the people, I was just like, man.
Yeah, and you know we got
Murder the Killer.
Yeah, we gotta speak about this too on another episode. How garbage most of that music was. I mean, they had a big impact, but yeah, most of that music was trash.
they weren't the best. So let's just say that.
Yeah.
I mean, they had their impact, but as far as skills and yeah, it wasn't exactly there.
Not at all.
But I mean, yeah, like it definitely. I mean, Napster was pretty much just came at the right time. Like, yeah. I mean, you had the internet just really like just coming into fruition.
Yeah.
And it was just like, man, so I can just sit here on my computer and I can get a song. Like, it was just like, I think
I have to pay for it.
Yeah, yeah, that too. It was just like, oh wow, like, I mean, it really started, affecting things when you could just get like a whole album. But like I said, man, like, I mean, people were still selling records at that time.
Yeah.
Like, it just cracked me up that artists were just complaining so much. Because I remember, I think Missy was one of the people that were really Missy and Timbaland and all of them were really advocating against it. You know, I mean, obviously they made that whole song. They copped that shit. But, I mean, I remember they were...
I never heard that song. What was they just talking about? Just tell people, buy my music?
Basically. I mean, they did a video for it.
How's it go?
Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom.
Yeah, that beat sounds familiar. I gotta watch it again.
Cause it was I mean, plus I mean, let's keep it real. Some of the music that was coming out too wasn't really that good that year. It was something around that time.
What are you talking about?
It was like probably around like, probably like tail end of middle school for me. It'd been like 8th grade year, like I guess 02 to 03.
Oh, you bullshit! It was good music coming out back then. You had 02, 03. That was like when that was around Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, I mean the first that was 02. That was like beginning of 02. But like some of the artists, like they're kind of getting kind of lazy.
Yeah,
they were getting kind of lazy. Like the fame was definitely getting to them. Like the fame was definitely making them not so creative anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was just pretty wild, you know. But I mean, I had no problem going downloading all that music.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just had a problem with all the viruses that came afterwards.
Yeah, that was one of the main problems with Napster. You get Napster, you download the wrong song, you'll be dealing with a shit ton of viruses.
Yeah, man. My computer went through it with LimeWire, bro.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Yeah.
LimeWire came with a shit ton of viruses. Yeah. If you didn't download the right one, like, man, I don't think BearShare had too many viruses. But I just remember with Napster and all these things, like, just take it, like, if you didn't have like good internet, like, it just takes so long to download shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, it was just like, damn, like, I gotta wait this long to download this. Like, I'm just like, wow. Like, this all better be. It's like, I guess that episode on The Simpsons when they went to Prohibition, and Barney orders a beer at Moe's, and he's like, Moe's like, all right, that'll be $40. He's like, $40? He's like, this better be the best beer I ever had. The man takes a sip of it. He's like, you got lucky. Paid the man. It's just like, man, it's just a regular beat.
Yeah, man. Like you would download a song, go outside, play for like 4 or 5 hours, and shit only like 30% downloaded.
Yeah, I remember those days. Don't have download either.
Oh my god, bro! Like
you got download. Shoot, you go out, you be at you get download. You go outside, you start downloading it, and you see it get to like 30%. You go outside, come back in, you're at 10%. You're like, what? How do I go back?
Man, I'm telling you, don't let nobody answer the phone or try to call somebody.
Yeah,
you're definitely done.
Yeah, because it was rough. Yeah. I was just like, wow. I was just like, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Napster definitely had his pros and cons with it. But you know,
a lot more pros.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like we sit here and joke about download music for free and stuff, but you know, we bought albums though. Like,
yeah,
we would go out and buy who we really supported.
Yeah, like the artists I actually really like I'd actually go out and buy their albums.
Yeah,
but like, I mean, granted, some of them artists I did support, they did let me down on them albums.
Yeah.
But
also, too, I like in the CD stores and they had the little preview thing.
Yeah, that was always pretty nice too.
I remember when I was listening to Chingy's first album at Sam Goody, and I remember just fast forwarding through that whole album, like that shit was trash, and I was just like, man, I'm so glad I didn't ask my dad to buy this for me, because I would have been pissed.
I got it as a gift.
You probably listened to it since, have you?
I mean, there's a couple songs I liked on it.
Yeah, the singles. Shit.
Yeah, basically. I mean, yeah, there wasn't too much. Like, yeah, that would have been somebody I would just get the singles off of their album. But I mean, yeah, definitely help with people like that. Definitely help with artists like that you do that they we're gonna come out with really come out with the whole album's worth for you of content.
Yeah. So
it's like, all right, let me just get these singles real quick.
MC Hammer, you know the story about him with his album?
What?
On the Please Have 'Em Don't Hurt 'Em, you know, Can't Touch is like the biggest song in the world. He didn't put it out as a single. He just put it out as an album to hype up his sales, get his sales higher. Because that was the only way you can get the song is if you bought the album. Because you know, back then people would still sell singles and stuff. But he was like, nah, I'm going to put it on the album so I can get my sales up.
I think that album went diamond.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, he's one that people forget about that. Like, he's another one of the rappers to go diamond. I think Eminem and Tupac, though, are the only two rappers that have multiple diamond records.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't remember. Tupac's All Eyes on Me, and then I can't remember the other one.
It gotta be either that, the 7 Day Theory or the Greatest Hits.
I can't remember. It might be the Greatest Hits.
Yeah, because the Greatest Hits sold a whole lot.
Yeah, I can't remember which one. I think, but All Eyes on Me was definitely number one that went diamond.
Yeah, because both of them albums kind of as two different sales. That's really the reason why. But I think it would have went diamond anyway, even if it was just one album.
Well, I think All Eyes on Me was definitely going to go diamond no matter what. Because, I mean, even while Tupac was alive, that album still sold 6 million copies. Yeah. Because to go diamond, you got to sell 10 million? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but it's kind of ironic that Outkast has, like, the highest selling hip-hop album of all time.
Yeah, I saw that. I think Fuji's number 2, right?
The score?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it probably would be. It wouldn't surprise me because that album was pretty huge.
Yeah, but Speaker Box Love Below, yeah, that was big. Like I remember the impact of that album. Like I was in, let's say like 8th grade, and everybody wanted to get that album. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, Hey Ya was getting played everywhere, and what's crazy is like I never noticed until I got like older, and I think I was like in Walmart or something, and that song played, and I remember just really listening to it, and I was just like, damn, this song's kind of depressing.
What? Hey,
yeah, you ain't never noticed that?
No,
yeah, just go back and listen to it, man. He's really talking about some real shit, but it's just to a upbeat type of beat, so people just not really listen to what he's saying.
It's been a minute.
That's why he said in the song, he was just like, "Oh, y'all don't want to hear me, y'all just want to dance."
Yeah, I mean that's pretty clever.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was a pretty big album during that time. I mean, I don't know. It just didn't like hit me that hard. I guess I mean, I knew it was a good album, but I mean,
I always like Southern Playalistic. That's my favorite Outkast album.
no, I'm just talking about
Oh.
I guess people going it going diamond. Like I would never
Yeah.
for people to tell to find out that was the highest hip hop selling album of all time. It's like what? Like,
yeah, I would have never guessed that.
that album was like what, $20?
Yeah,
that album was pretty expensive.
Yeah, it was because it was two, so it was probably like $18-$20.
Yeah, I was just like, what? He definitely spending some money on that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're getting two separate, you're getting two completely different albums because they definitely were completely different.
Yeah.
Because, man.
Yeah, I really wasn't fucking with Andre 3000's side too much until I got a little older. I started appreciating a little bit more as I got older, but yeah, at that time I was not fucking with his shit at all.
I mean, I still like Big Boy's side more.
Yeah.
Ghetto music.
That breakdown with the Payla Bell sample is so cold, man.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, definitely with Napster, I mean, you can't say it was really affecting album sales super bad.
Nah.
Because I mean, obviously, you still had albums like that selling well. You still had artists making money. I mean, it's not like nowadays. I mean, which probably artists really ain't making what they used to make.
Definitely not.
I mean, obviously, a lot of them still trying to hang on for dear life, putting out an album.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't need to be putting out albums still. I don't know why they keep doing it. I guess because they either bored or they don't know what else to do.
Yeah, E40 and Too Short still putting out albums.
Yeah, but E40 is pretty. He's just doing it, I guess, just to do it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's pretty well set. Because I mean, he's got a whole bunch of businesses too. I know he's got a wine business or something like that. I know he's pretty well set. A lot of people don't realize about E40. E40 is really smart and really business minded.
Yeah, E40 and Too Short, they both got other business ventures, but they're both up there when it comes to albums. They both 20 plus.
It doesn't surprise me. Snoop Dogg's got to be pretty up there in albums.
Yeah.
Even though he put out a gospel album and a reggae album.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that if Napster was around, nobody would have been downloading that one.
Yeah.
Or they would have downloaded and been deleted to make space for another album.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just cracked me up during that time, just hearing artists, complaining about not selling records when they still were,
Yeah.
The record business, I mean, it probably wasn't as lucrative. Yeah, I mean, it definitely took a hit, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, because, just as far as, music videos and stuff, you go from $1 million costing music videos to now they, it's and all these video models getting paid and stuff, and now they're just getting paid pennies, and they're not even really, you go for $1 million budget to now $150,000.
I never understood that paying video models. It's bruh, you're a world famous rapper. You just go out and find find a fine chick to be in your video for nothing.
But I don't think that really started happening until the late 90s, early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? When they started to become stars. Because if you look at them old videos back in the 80s and early 90s, it was just basically roundaway girls in the videos. I
mean, which was probably a smarter and cheaper way to go about it. That's what I would have done. It'd been okay.
But then the quality of music videos got higher, so people want those exotic models and stuff. Cause actually, Heavy D started that with his video. I Got Nothing for Love. That was the first video to have first rap video to have a bunch of supermodels in it. Cynthia Bailey's in that.
Yeah, a bunch of people. I was watching this one thing saying Biggie kind of bit off Heavy D style.
I can see that.
With I guess with the kind of the lady songs, that he did. I can definitely kind of see it too, because they definitely had the same kind of rhyme style.
And I mean, there's another person that they said I wouldn't say he bit his shit, but he was like influenced by King T.
Yeah, all this stuff is alleged too.
Huh?
All this stuff is alleged.
Yeah, all this stuff is alleged. Yeah, we're not trying to get sued. I'm broke. But yeah, King T was another guy. He used to mess with Dre, but yeah, he said he was highly influenced by Biggie. I mean, Biggie was highly influenced by him.
I could see the Heavy D, definitely.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it was pretty much was party and bullshit, and then all the plays, put your hands in the air if you're a true player.
Yeah.
I mean, because Heavy D was definitely the first. Because people forget about him being really the first, like, big dude to really be doing, like, songs like that.
Yeah, when I think about it right now, I can't really. Well, I mean, I guess the Fat Boys, they would have.
Yeah, but they weren't doing like songs like for ladies like that, you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and Heavy D was doing a good job with those songs too.
Yeah, they was selling, man. People was fucking with that.
Yeah, people forget how.
I ain't riding around listening to How That We Found Love. What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
I ain't riding around listening to that shit. But
yeah, that's how you definitely listen to yourself at home.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing but love. I might bump that riding around.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely gonna have a chick with me.
Yeah, that song is nice.
Yeah, I mean that song, but yeah, some of the other songs, yeah, that's something you play by yourself at home.
Yeah, but back to the topic, Napster definitely changed the game. You know, I remember Jimmy Iovine was have you ever watched Define Ones?
Yeah.
He was talking about that. He was just like he really wanted to find out what he can do to stop this, and dude just told him like, not all businesses are meant to last forever.
Which is true. I mean, yeah, that was definitely true. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't hurting his fucking pocket.
Nah, it wasn't.
Like,
he's just being greedy.
Yeah, like sometimes it's like, how much money is enough money?
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm sure it ain't hurting your pocket. You're head of a probably Interscope was worth billions of dollars at that time.
It is worth. It's got to be worth billions.
Yeah, like, especially coming from where they came from. Like, that record label was damn near about to go broke.
Yeah, about to close up
until they signed Death Row.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but yeah, definitely Napster made like a really big impact, and definitely can't be denied. Definitely has to be one of the moments in history that people can't forget, because it was just like, man, when that came out, it was just crazy.
It opened up the floodgates of piracy.
Yeah, yeah, it was just wild, like just crazy. But you got anything else to say about this topic?
Nah.
Well, I think that's a wrap for this show. So we're gonna be out of here. Peace.